contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
All right, y'all, buckle up, because this story takes a sharp turn nobody saw coming. It started as whispers, then turned into rumors, and now it's full-blown chaos. Ray J, yes, that Ray J, is reportedly losing it behind the scenes after Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Jr., took a shocking legal step that sent shockwaves through the industry. People close to the situation say Ray J is panicking, angry, and scrambling to protect his name as accusations he's tried to outrun for years come rushing back to the surface. For a long time, fans watched Wendy Williams slowly fade from the bold, fearless woman who once ruled daytime TV. Her voice changed, her energy dimmed, her spark disappeared, and everyone kept asking the same painful question: what really happened to Wendy? Now, Kevin Jr. is pointing fingers, and Ray J's name is right in the middle of it. Allegations involving drugs, manipulation, and betrayal are being whispered louder than ever, and Ray J does not look calm about it. What nobody expected was for Wendy's own son to step forward and say, enough is enough. So what exactly pushed Kevin Jr. to sue? Why is Ray J allegedly freaking out? And how deep does this story really go? Let's talk about it, because this one is heavy. Wendy Williams wasn't just a TV host, she was a force, a woman who built her career by saying what everyone else was too scared to say. She survived being fired, blacklisted, cheated on, and publicly humiliated, yet somehow she always bounced back stronger. Wendy came from radio, where the industry was ruthless and unforgiving, especially to outspoken Black women. She learned early that survival meant being tough, loud, and unapologetically herself. But behind the bold wigs and iconic catchphrases was a woman who carried deep pain. Wendy has openly talked about her struggles with addiction, her rocky marriage to Kevin Hunter, and the loneliness that came with fame. When the world laughed with her, she smiled. But when the cameras turned off, Wendy was fighting demons most people never saw.
She was beat. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was beat up.
Her relationship with her son, Kevin Jr., was one of the few things she truly protected. She adored him. Even when her marriage collapsed publicly and her career started cracking, Wendy always said Kevin Jr. was her heart. So when Wendy's health began to decline, mentally, physically, emotionally, Kevin Jr. watched it all happen up close. And that's where things get uncomfortable. As Wendy's condition worsened, fans noticed unfamiliar faces surrounding her. Old friends disappeared, trusted staff vanished, new people suddenly had access to her money, her schedule, and her vulnerabilities. Ray J was one of those people who kept popping up during Wendy's lowest moments.
For years, Ray J insisted they were just friends, supportive friends. But supporters couldn't ignore the pattern. Wendy would seem stable, focused, hopeful, and then suddenly she'd spiral again. Rehab, relapse, confusion, silence, and Ray J would somehow always be nearby. At first, people brushed it off. Hollywood friendships are complicated, but Kevin Jr. wasn't buying it anymore. He wasn't watching from social media. He was watching his mother disappear in real time. And according to people close to him, that pain slowly turned into anger, then action. Here's where the story explodes. Kevin Jr. allegedly filed a lawsuit accusing Ray J of playing a dangerous role in Wendy Williams' ongoing substance struggles. The claim isn't just that Ray J was around, but that he knowingly enabled, encouraged, or supplied Wendy with substances despite being aware of her fragile condition. Let's be clear, these are allegations, not proven facts, but the seriousness of them is impossible to ignore. Sources say Kevin Jr. believes his mother was surrounded by people who benefited from her being weak, confused, and dependent, and Ray J, according to the lawsuit, is being painted as one of those people. The accusation suggests that even when doctors warned Wendy to stay clean, certain individuals allegedly pulled her back into destructive cycles. What nobody expected was Ray J's reaction. Instead of calm denial, insiders claim he completely spiraled. Angry phone calls, heated arguments, emotional breakdowns. People say he feels set up and betrayed, insisting he was only trying to help Wendy. But if that's the case, why the panic? Allegedly, Ray J fears this lawsuit could open doors he desperately wants closed. Once legal discovery starts, text messages, calls, photos, and timelines can all be pulled apart. Every moment he spent with Wendy during her weakest periods could be scrutinized, and that's where the real fear sets in. Ray J has always had a controversial reputation. He's known for being close to powerful women at vulnerable times. Fans have long pointed out uncomfortable similarities between Wendy's situation and Ray J's past relationships with other famous women who battled addiction. Again, speculation, not proof, but patterns make people uneasy. Kevin Jr., meanwhile, is reportedly done being quiet. He believes his mother was exploited, controlled, and emotionally harmed, while people around her looked the other way. Imagine watching the woman who raised you slowly lose herself and feeling powerless to stop it. That kind of pain changes you. According to insiders, Kevin Jr. tried to handle things privately at first. Conversations were had, warnings were given, but when Wendy's condition didn't improve and allegedly worsened, he decided legal action was the only way left to protect her and expose what he believes happened behind closed doors. Ray J's camp denies everything. They claim he was a supportive friend, nothing more. They argue he helped Wendy during dark moments and never forced or encouraged anything harmful. But here's the twist. If everything was innocent, why does this lawsuit seem to have shaken him so deeply? People close to Ray J say he feels like he's being painted as a villain in someone else's tragedy. But critics argue that being around someone battling addiction comes with responsibility, especially when you're aware of their history. Silence, enabling, or ignoring red flags can be just as damaging as direct action. As this story spread, fans took to social media with mixed reactions. Some believe Kevin Jr. is courageously standing up for his mother. Others question whether this lawsuit will actually bring Wendy justice or simply create more chaos around her name. One thing is certain though, this situation reopened painful conversations about how the entertainment industry treats vulnerable women. Wendy's guardianship, her isolation, and her declining health already raised eyebrows. This lawsuit adds another layer that's hard to ignore. Who was truly protecting Wendy, and who was benefiting from her downfall? For Wendy, the emotional toll is devastating. Her legacy is being discussed in courtrooms instead of studios. Her son is fighting battles she can no longer fight herself. And the woman who once controlled the narrative is now at the center of one she can't respond to. Kevin Jr. is carrying a heavy burden. Taking on someone as connected as Ray J is not easy. It's risky, it invites backlash, but people close to him say he doesn't care about fame or industry politics, he cares about his mother. Ray J, on the other hand, is facing something he can't charm, spin, or laugh off. Legal pressure is different. Allegations tied to drugs and exploitation follow you forever, even if they're never proven. His reaction alone has made people look twice. And maybe that's the saddest part of all this. A woman who spent her life exposing other people's secrets is now surrounded by secrets of her own, secrets her son is desperately trying to uncover. This isn't just celebrity drama, it's a story about power, vulnerability, and what happens when fame mixes with addiction. It's about how easy it is for people to disappear when the cameras stop caring. And it's about a son who refuses to let his mother's story end quietly. As this lawsuit unfolds, more details are expected to come out. Texts, witnesses, timelines, and possibly truths that make everyone uncomfortable. Whether Ray J is innocent or not will be decided in court, but public opinion is already shifting. One thing is clear: Wendy Williams deserved protection, not exploitation. She deserved honesty, not confusion, and she deserved people around her who chose her well-being over access and control. So the question remains, will this lawsuit finally expose what really happened to Wendy behind closed doors, or will it become another chapter in a story full of unanswered questions? Either way, this isn't over, and something tells me the truth is far darker than anyone expected.